Hello and welcome back to the Visibility Vixen podcast. This month is all about, if you haven't heard, the Visibility Summit. It's finally here. We are finally in the promo month for it. I am so excited. I've been working on this since June of 2017, depending on when you're listening to this. And it premieres on September 4th. I am so thrilled. We're going to be focusing on something called message mastery. So this podcast and the next 3 podcasts are going to be sneak peeks into the summit. I never want someone to sign up unless they know exactly what they're getting. So this is your chance, listening to the Visibility Vixen podcast, to get a little sneak peek and listen to what the guest speakers are going to be talking about. I've selected 8 authority experts on messaging to talk you all the way through your initial concept of creating your message if you're new to business, all the way to creating your publicity message for PR. These are wonderful friends of mine who are top entrepreneurs in the industry who have given their time to come aboard the Visibility Summit to help you get every aspect of your messaging nailed. So we're going to be diving in and starting with my good friend Nikki Nash, and we're also going to be hearing from Minling Chuang today. I'm so thrilled for you to hear their message. We're going to be diving right in, but if you're curious and want to jump aboard the Visibility Summit to claim your free seat, you can do so with the link below that you'll see in the description. You can also go to visibilitysummit.co. So that's visibilitysummit.co. So are you ready to dive in? We're going to be talking about awakening your core message with Nikki Nash. So let's hit it. Hello and welcome to the Visibility Vixen podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Lewis, and this show is 100% geared to come alongside you, give you a huge hug, and encourage you to keep going down this crazy trail of entrepreneurship. Between myself and the many incredible guests that come on to talk to you, you're going to leave each episode feeling inspired, motivated, and a little bit more balanced for the road ahead. I'm all about building a brand of integrity, purpose, and skyrocketing your visibility so that you can step into that incredible mission you were born to live. So grab a cup of iced tea, pop in those earbuds, and let's chat.
Back when I lived in Boston, I had this wooden floor, this pretty decent sized living room, and I freaking loved it. I lived by myself, and I had this huge roll of paper. It was white and had nothing written on it, and I used it to figure out what the heck I was going to do with my life, because I had just quit my job, head of marketing at a startup, and I had no idea what I wanted to do next, but I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And what really came from that white paper exercise, I like to call it the blank canvas exercise, was that I was able to figure out not only what type of business I wanted to start, but who the heck I was and what I stood for. And I didn't realize it at the time, but that's how I came up with my core message. That's really like the exercise that led me from where I was then to having my own coaching business today. And so my intention for you guys today is to really work with you to awaken your core message and to really support you in going through the exercises that I did that helped me figure out who I was, what I stood for, and how to really leverage that in all of my marketing messaging so that I could really connect with my ideal client. So my intention for you today is that you walk away with the tools that you can leverage so that you can come up with your core message and really identify what it is that you stand for so you can leverage it across everything you do in your business and not only connect and make a difference for your ideal clients, but make some money in the process. So let's get started. There are a couple of things that I really would love for you guys to know before we even go through the exercise. And these are some things that I've put together because I see a lot of pitfalls from entrepreneurs. One of which is that you feel like you're not unique or different, and that there's somebody out there already doing whatever it is that you're intending to do, whether it's you're a health coach or you're starting a social media company or you're a finance or mindset coach. And a lot of times when you're an entrepreneur, you go out there and you start going, oh, like, do I have anything worth saying? Am I enough? What makes me different? And what I really want you guys to know and to really get is that there is nobody on this planet like you. Like, you are literally so unique. Like, if you don't know it, I am telling you, just trust me. You are the only you on this planet. And so nobody has the same thoughts that you have, has gone through the same experiences that you have, has the same point of view that you have. And so if you really get crystal clear on that, no matter what industry, you could decide that you're going to build like the next Coca-Cola tomorrow. And if you have your own point of view or opinion about it and stand, then you can go really far. So you don't really need to worry about the comparisonitis. I like to tell people to put on blinders and not even look at what other people are doing when you're coming up with your core message, because it's very personal to you, your experiences, and what's going on in your world. So I want you to just start off knowing that you are unique, you have something of value to share, and you never know where your unique story or point of view is going to make a huge difference for somebody else.
Wasn't that incredible? If you want to hear more, feel free to sign up for the summit right now below and join. We already have, I think, 100 people signed up. Super exciting. We're only in August 5th. So I'm super thrilled. So next we're going to be hearing from Minling Chuang, and she's going to be talking about creating and developing a crush-worthy brand. Before we do that, I want to enter into a little bit of a commercial break to talk to you about the system that I use to put together this summit. I learned this from Bailey Richard, who is like the queen of online summits. I think she's absolutely fantastic, and that is Clickfunnels. Clickfunnels made my life so much easier. I remember a couple of months ago talking to my dad and saying, I wish that there was one software where I could build my landing pages, my opt-in pages, my tripwires, my courses, my emails, all of that. I wanted it all in one because I was jumping between ConvertKit and Squarespace and Samcart and Teachable, and it was just like my head was spinning. So the software that I decided to switch over to was Clickfunnels. And I'm not going to lie to you, it is a challenge to learn, but am I so glad that I did it? Yes. My summit already, even before it's live, has been so effortless. The whole process from start to finish is all in one system, and it all flows together, and I don't have to worry about one thing being able to talk to the other thing or needing Zapier to help the two communicate. None of that. So if you're interested in trying a system that works like this one does for me, the link to your 14-day free trial is below. Feel free to do that. In the meantime, we're going to be jumping into our next segment with Minling Chuang to talk about creating a crush-worthy brand. Let's listen.
I have a crush, and his name is Tom. Tom makes me feel absolutely amazing. He makes me feel like I can do anything in the entire world. He makes me feel happy. He loves to travel the world, go to different countries such as Kenya, Argentina, China, and he loves to help others. And I absolutely love this about him because it makes me feel like I want to make a difference as well too. Now, you might be wondering, who is this Tom dude and why is she talking about him when she's supposed to be talking about branding? Well, I would like to introduce you to Tom. This is Tom, my shoes. And I'm not talking about Tom the person, but Tom's the brand. As you can see, Tom is a brand and not a real person, but everything I said about Tom's was 100% true. He makes me feel, all these different emotions. And I bring him up because, like Tom's, you probably have another brand crush too. So let me ask you, how many of you have a crush on Apple? Anybody? Hands? Okay, awesome. So why do you have a crush on Apple? I want to, hear from you. Like, why do you have a crush? How does Apple make you feel?
It is my phone. It is my life. Everything is right there.
Right there. Easy. How does easy? Okay. Anybody else?
Makes me feel like sophisticated, I guess.
Sophisticated?
Fancy.
Fancy. Awesome. What about Lululemon? Anybody here love Lululemon? Okay. Why do you love Lululemon?
I think it's really just because of, I always see these like really cute girls in this activewear and they're so empowered and stuff. I'm like, I really want that. I don't have any myself yet.
It lifts up your booty.
Oh, there you go. It makes you feel good and it makes you feel sexy, right?
Yeah.
So you have a crush on these brands. The brands make you feel something. And this is really important to understand because like, a person you have a crush on, brands that are really doing well in the marketplace, they make you feel something. They make you have this emotional connection. It's just like when you're dating somebody, you know, when you're going on a date, how do you pick one person over another to date? You look at all these different criterias and they make you feel something. They might have the similar core values. They might connect with you on a deep emotional level. They might really understand you, and you love their essence about them, the way that they present themselves. You have all these feelings that come up, and that's why you want to go out on a date with this person versus this other person. So it's really important to understand these things as you're doing branding, because you want to make sure that your customers feel and are emotionally connected. So that's what Tom's does for me. Like I said, I love this brand. So truth be told, I have about 9 pairs of Tom's shoes. Who needs 9 pairs of shoes from one single brand, right? And it's the reason why I love them, and the reason why I buy them all the time is because they connect with me. They have the same core values. I believe in giving back. That's what their business and brand is all about. Their essence about the way that they go about their business and their brand and who they are resonates with me. And that's why I'm such a strong advocate for them as well too.
Wasn't that awesome? Minling is so great at talking about building your incredible crush-worthy brand. So that's it for today's sneak peek. You've heard from 2 out of our 8 experts. Next week, you'll be hearing from myself talking about brand colors, and Camila Gornia talking about building your authority positioning. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or Stitcher. We love the reviews, and I read them through every single week. If you want to connect with me more personally and ask a question, which I will air on the show, feel free to listen to Visibility Vixen on Anchor and record a little shout out. In the meantime, you can always feel free to join our free Facebook group, The Visible Entrepreneur. And last but not least, we do have the Visibility Mastermind that opened just a few weeks ago. We already have 20 spots sold. Incredible, incredible. So if you're interested in being in a more one-on-one environment with me and a select few female entrepreneurs, feel free to go to visibilitymastermind.com. I have 20 spots left, and it's $57 a month to get that one-on-one access to me and the other people in the group to really start building your business now. If you need that accountability, feel free to go to that link. In the meantime, we will see you for our next 2 guests next week for the Visibility Summit sneak peek. Get out there, take some action in your business, and I will see you next week.
Thanks for listening in today to the Visibility Vixen podcast. Subscribe now and share with a fellow Vixen who wants to start building their visibility. For more fire in your life and brand, visit visibilityvixen.com.